We've got a lot to go through today. We've got so much to go through. This is announced, like it's a super announced episode by Amazing, because we've got a lot of things that we're cooking up and going through, and I'm really excited. So we're gonna jump right in. And don't worry, if you miss some of it or if you join late, it'll be up later and you can go watch it. But today we've got a lot to get through, so buckle up, Buttercup, because we've got a journey to go on. And the first thing that we're talking about today is amazing music. Now, you guys know we are always working on something really awesome when it comes to music. And this month, and this announced, is no different. The first thing we got to talk about is that in just a couple of days, and honestly, just I think one day, we have a new volume of amazing music uploading to APlay and APlay Pro, which just a wink at we're going to be talking about a little bit later. And there's 10 new songs that are coming to preschool songs, and I could tell you about all of it, but we are a show don't tell culture, so I'd love to show you it. So look what's coming this month in amazing music.
Breaking out. Your love is holding on and it won't let go. I feel it breaking out like an echo.
Wow, that's a lot of music. And guess what? There's even more. So this month, as we're getting ready to upload new content and new songs to APlay Pro and our digital streaming platforms, these are some really great songs. I don't know if you caught all of those. There's some good ones. There's a song called Ancient of Days for all of my 90s and like millennials out there that were just plowing ahead on the field of ministry. It's a bop. It's a bop. I can't even pretend like it's not something that I'm listening to in my car all the time, because it's really good. But there's some other really great ones as well. There's Open Heavens. It's a great kid song. It's really fun and interactive. There's another great one, Echo. That's one of my favorite songs. My kids love singing along to that. And as you go through it, This Is Our God. It's a great Phil Wickham song. As you go through the list, you realize these are some really great words for kids to be singing over themselves. And we didn't leave out preschool. We've got Dare to Be a Daniel, which is a great song. And I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where were you at? And there's some really great things happening. Now, that's the songs that are uploading at the beginning of this coming month, but October's been a really big month for amazing music. In case you missed it, in case you were just really busy with all the happenings in your life, somewhere in the middle of this past month, we dropped a lot of Spanish songs. And so if you go to Amazing Music on any like Apple Music or Spotify, you'll notice that we dropped some really great Spanish songs. And with those songs, we've also put lyric videos on APlay for churches who want to utilize those in your ministries. You can utilize those and have kids singing in Spanish as well. They're really great songs. And sometimes me and my kids, we listen to those songs in the car as well. They prefer some of the Spanish versions over the English ones. Like, it's awesome. We have really awesome partners and artists who partnered with us to sing some of these songs, like Koalo and Ingrid and Joseph. And there's some really great people. So if you haven't already, check out our Spanish music that dropped this past month. Also, because, we just don't feel like we're doing enough, we also wanted to put out a Christmas album. So in case you missed it, we dropped a Christmas album with some classic Christmas songs that have some energy and some fun behind them for you to sing and dance with your kids in your ministry, or for families to sing in the car or at home together. O Come All Ye Faithful, or Joy to the World, Noel, some really great classic Christmas songs for you, your ministry, your families to get behind and do. So don't forget to check that out as well. That comes with the same thing that we always do. We do dance videos and lyric videos for you guys to dance along with. And on top of all of that, I'm really excited to announce that here in just a short while, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be dropping our 2 new VBS singles. That's right. We've been working really hard and putting together some really awesome things for our VBS next year Kingdom Quest. And with all of this content, we're also releasing 2 singles. It's Roll With You and I'm Gonna Follow. These are great songs for your kids to get a hold of and to dance to and to declare over their lives. So you can catch those, again, on our digital streaming platforms on Spotify or Apple Music. And along with those, if you purchase our Kingdom Quest package, you're also going to get some really awesome resources like dance videos, lyric videos, and things like that. So be on the lookout. We're going to be talking more about our VBS coming up soon. I'm really excited to show you guys some of the things that you've always loved and how we've just added more into that. And then some new things that we've been working really hard and some secrets that I'm excited to share. So keep a lookout on all things VBS that we're going to be talking about here shortly. But today, I'm really excited to announce something new that we're launching this coming month. It's called APlay Pro. You've heard Chris Heaslip, who's our CEO here at Amazing Life, talk about his passion and our passion to provide the church with awesome tools and resources and technology that aren't just technology for technology's sake, but it's to help volunteers and pastors and people do their jobs better and efficiently and effectively. And so when we launched APlay Pro back in May, we stood on stage at conference and we were excited to give you all of these new tools and resources to be able to help your ministries function easier. And we were still really pumped to be able to put that in your hands. And I think it's still a really great tool, but we've listened and we've heard people say, hey, I'm a church and we have computers and we have multiple screens and displays, but we want to use amazing music and we want to get it out and have our kids join. How do we do that? But we can't use Apple TVs. Well, guess what? Today is the day that we talk about a great tool that we've been working on called APlay Pro. Now, we talked about it at our digital event back in September, but this month we're going to be shipping it. And this is going to be a software that you can download straight to your computer, and it's a presenter software. But what's great about it, for those of you who are used to using different presentation softwares, there's a few out there and really popular ones that are great. This one functions exactly like those, but we're giving it away for free. If you're a subscriber to anything in Amazing Life and our Orange curriculum or anything that we do, well, you get to download this software to your computer, as many computers as you want. We're not charging for it as far as like different seats or licenses, just use it. But what's really exciting about it is it falls into our ecosystem. So if you're using Service Builder and you're building out your scripts and everything that you need for your services, well, it'll also build out your playlist to either go into APlay for Apple TVs or APlay for APlay Pro. And you can access all of your favorite playlists and libraries and content through APlay Pro now. This is a software that's based on a computer, like you may be used to with other presenting softwares, but it's going to give you access to all of the content that's exclusive to APlay. So if you're a church and you're like, hey, we have confidence monitors and we have to send multiple feeds to different places, well, we now have a solution for you that ties into everything that we're doing here at Amazing. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to continue to offer solutions that meet churches where they're at, and it's a service to them. Now, I'm really excited because as we serve this and as we ship it out, I know there's going to be things that we continue to improve. If you haven't noticed, we're always improving and always working hard to continue to do what's best and put things in your hands that get better and better and better. But today I'm really excited because I've invited someone onto the live to talk to us about APlay Pro. He's been a part of helping us build it. He's got a massive heart and a passion to help churches, well, use technology well so that they can do what only they can do, which is pastor. All right, so I'm super excited to have a conversation as we are getting into all things APlay and these awesome resources that we're working on for you guys to introduce you to none other than the hero himself, the man, the myth, the legend. His name is Michael Bird. Hello, Michael.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is amazing.
Oh, well, literally amazing. That's the name of our company. And I'm really excited for people to get to meet you today because we at Amazing, we've always been about helping churches not just like do cool things, but have resources and tools that help them do what they do better.
Yeah.
And also trying to make it to where maybe they don't have to spend $1 bajillion to do that. Yeah. And then as we kind of came across what you do and your heart and your passions, we realized we're really aligned on our mission to like resource the church in the world. So if you don't know, Michael's kind of the genius behind helping us build out APlay Pro, and he's got a great team, and we're going to talk through all of that. But why did you start building like we have Orange and Amazing Life, and as we looked at some of the stuff that you were doing with Free Show and how churches are displaying a lot of these things, what made you think like, hey, I'm seeing all these churches do this, and there's probably a better way?
Yeah, absolutely. So just to set the record clear, I did not come up with free show. My team did, and they're the real geniuses. Christopher actually came up with Free Show.
That's awesome.
He is in Norway, and he is on our team. He basically, when he was 18, he was using ProPresenter at his church. And then they went to camp, and you know how sometimes you go to camp and you get like half of what is, just not the greatest resources. And so basically they said, hey, we've got PowerPoint out here at camp. And he's like, PowerPoint? I can't use PowerPoint. I need ProPresenter. Like, well, we don't want to pay for 2 licenses. And he's like, well, I'll just make one. And which is incredible. At 18 years old, he was a licensed electrician. So he started his electrician career, and at the same time started coding Free Show.
As all 18-year-olds do. That's great. I'm proud of him.
I talked to him about it and said, how many hours do you think you put in there? And he said he didn't even tell his dad, because he was like spending a ton, 4,000 hours in 2 years.
Wow.
4,000 hours working on Free Show to make it what it is. And he waited a long time because he was like, am I just wasting my time doing this? But then it started getting really cool when other churches started using it. Yeah. And he was able to start spreading that. That's how Free Show started.
Wow.
Out of a need that a church had, which is exactly why we love doing what we do at Church Apps. And that is finding needs that the church has, and then making sure that we can fill those needs and take that whole cost thing out. So
yeah, I mean, there's a lot, and I grew up in church, and there was a lot of things back in the day, like these presentation softwares that started to come out, and they're super helpful. But then it was like it got more and more expensive, and it wasn't just like a one-time cost. It was like license for this, multiple seats, and so if I'm a church and I'm used to spending $1 bajillion on this thing, what is the plus side of like switching off? Because I think a lot of the times when something is free, you all of a sudden start to think like, well, it's probably not as good, right?
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. So like what would be, if I'm used to a certain standard, am I sacrificing that for going with something like, because for everyone that understands, I've said this, like we were like, hey, can we partner together? And like, can we have you help us make it to where like all of our subscribers and everybody that's a church that is partnering with us can have this software for free. Like we want to be able to, and they can access our content through it. And you were like, say less. Like, let's absolutely. Yeah. So like, but should I expect to sacrifice the quality or what I can do with that software?
Absolutely not. Now, on some things, I would say that yes, if you're going from something that you normally think is like, oh, I'm paying for this and now we're gonna get the free one, like, oh, there's a paywall, and so it's not as good. Yeah. The difference here is when we make software, we don't make it with the idea that, hey, we're going to be able to charge for this later, or we're going to be able to add this on, and then people will pay, and then we'll be able to make money. That is not how we make software. When we make software, we, right from the very beginning, we think, how can this help the church? How can it be really excellent for the church and be better than any software that's out there for the church? And the nice thing about it is once we started doing this, it's not that we just, the Church Apps team, which is pretty small. It's not just us doing it. It is the entire world. So we don't have just Christopher, which Christopher is amazing and does an amazing job. But there's also some coders. There's a small company called Meta.
I mean, I've heard of them. I've heard of them. Yeah.
There's a lot of Christians in that company, believe it or not, which is amazing. And some of those coders are coding pre-show at night.
Wow.
Meta during the day.
That's awesome.
And because of open source, we're able to do that. So when I say that we're making software that is the world's best, I really mean it. Yeah. And you're not going to sacrifice anything. In fact, if you were using another program, it probably isn't going to, at least right now, be able to click a button and everything that you get from Amazing Plus be in a media drawer where you can just drag it in and start using it. That song that I had a year ago, man, that was, I wish I could, oh yeah, it's right here.
Wow.
And it's in there. Or have a playlist that, man, I just wish that playlist would auto update every week.
Yes.
That's going to be there. And so, if you were using another one, you're building out that list every time. In fact, you're having to go to your great portal, download it, which sometimes is an impressive amount of 20, 25 gigs of stuff coming down, which
from
takes
us.
a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're trying to break the record. Hopefully we'll get to 50 gigs at some point. We want to make it really, really fun and for people. If you don't give them a challenge, then what are we doing? So
that's exactly right.
Hopefully we'll get there on a zip file one day.
But you had to download it and then you put it all, and then where you're going to put it all, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Right.
It literally sits on the servers, and then the pieces that you want, it's going to download locally.
Yep.
It's just going to be on your computer. If you want to go offline on Sunday morning because you're in children's ministry and you have horrible Wi-Fi, welcome to the club.
Does that happen?
Then that's going to happen. No problem. It's going to play. It's ready to go.
So I can what's so cool about what you've helped us build is I can build my services, whether it's with Service Builder or the back end of APlay, but I also, so I can publish those to this software, but this software, it's a little different than the Apple TV app that we've done because it's something that I download to my computer, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I can, if I make a playlist or I access the media library through here with everything that APlay has, I can cache it or download it directly to my machine so I don't have to have Wi-Fi for streaming.
Exactly.
You're a genius. Or Christopher. I don't know. You're a genius. Way to go. We love you for that. That's amazing. Well, and because that's been a big thing for a lot of our customers. We have this amazing thing. It is amazing. It's amazing music. And it's on APlay. So a lot of them have been well, we don't use the Apple TV. So this would be an awesome way. If you're used to using a presentation software based off of a laptop, you now get access. And can you do multiple outputs and screens for this?
Absolutely. And that's the thing is you might have some content that you're getting from Amazing, which is awesome. But you might have some songs that you really like.
Yes.
That maybe you made yourself, or maybe you actually have live worship and you want to be able to look up lyrics really quick and throw it in. It's all included. And so you can do all of that. It takes 2 seconds to be able to download all the lyrics. Just type in the song, click yes, there it is.
And can I add my own media from my computer into it?
Absolutely. You can add your own media right into free show into the same playlist that you're using.
Got it.
And it's very simple. As far as outputs, you can put in as many outputs as you want.
So I can have a confidence monitor?
Get a confidence monitor. You can set it up so that it will say something different than your actual stage display says. So if you live teach and you would like some different notes to go up so that you see what's coming up next, we got you covered.
And it's only, I guess this is only for a kids and students scenario, like adult church, big church couldn't use this as well.
Well, there's about 20,000 churches right now that would say no.
That's awesome.
That are using it.
That's awesome.
So it works. It works really well. And that really, that bugs me because when I was in children's ministry, it's hey, what computers do we have? Well, we have a G5, this old Macintosh that we bought in 2000. You can have that. Oh, thank you. That doesn't have to happen anymore as far as software, because you're going to get the very best. You're going to get the same software that they're running in big church.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And it can be used through the whole church. And we want you to use APlay Pro through the whole church.
Yeah. Let's say I'm a kid's pastor. or a student pastor, and I'm used to having to run everything myself, and I get the luxury of having a volunteer. Volunteers are a blessing from God for all of us. Yeah. How hard is it for me to teach them APlay Pro? Like, this is going to be a really difficult process, or is it going to be easy?
Yeah, it is going to be super simple.
Okay.
It really is. And I have been teaching volunteers how to run software for a long time. Now, you're probably going to want to set it up beforehand.
Yeah.
That way your playlist is there. It's all ready to go. And literally, like, you can click on the slide and then it goes on the screen.
Wow.
Or you can use a little button on the little forward arrow or back arrow, and it will go through. You can also connect it to your phone. And so you could be out your volunteer could have it on an iPad somewhere and use the app and just click through that way.
So if I'm teaching on stage and I don't have anyone in the back where the computer's plugged in, I could still hit every cue from my phone.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's all built in. It's ready to go. And it's super simple. And then support on this thing is incredible too, because just like we have people all around the world contributing to the code, we have an entire Facebook group that is made up of people that are using free shows. So you can jump on and ask questions, and they will help answer those questions. You can look up YouTube. Just type free show on YouTube. You're going to see all kinds of tutorials everywhere. We're trying to take over YouTube. So yeah.
Support on this thing is actually really awesome because we have Gary B. And if you don't know Gary B, you should get to know Gary B because he's going to be helping us with support for APlay Pro. He's been a part of the team for a long time.
Absolutely.
And he's kind of our connoisseur, like our presentation connoisseur, and can help you get it configured, get your team set up so that you're set up to win. And so as we're looking at, this has been awesome to get to build towards the future. How do you see things like APlay Pro and software helping us build, and technology influencing the future of the church as we continue to go and go and go and go?
Yeah. So I think a lot of times when you think of technology in the church, a lot of people just don't even want to talk about it's almost a bad word.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
We bleeped it out on the slide, just so you know. So you can't say technology.
Don't say tech. You're a tech company. Oh,
stop saying it.
That's horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's really not. The thing about it is, and I've used technology in my children's ministry for years. And in fact, even way back in my first ministry, I remember, hey, let's get a computer. The church didn't even have a computer.
Wow.
The reason I got a computer is because it would save me time. And if you can save yourself time, then you're going to have more time to connect with people, which is really what we need to be doing anyway.
Yeah.
And so sometimes technology seems to take up more time, and then it's a real hazard. It's horrible, not good for your ministry, but this technology is going to save you time.
Wow.
And I believe that in the future, you're going to see more and more technology coming into the church. And that is going to free up more and more time for your ministers to actually be ministers instead of admins that are always trying to fix everything and get things running. And there is a team of Christians in the capital C church that they are set out to be able to help you do this. And just like we all have different talents, there are people that have talents in the kingdom that do this so that you can do your job as a kingdom worker.
It's cool.
And that when I see technology, that's what I see. And I see this group of guys that are just and gals that are doing an amazing job, that are freeing up people so that more people can come to know Christ, which is what it's all about.
Well, I'm excited. Thank you for all the hard work on APlay Pro. And it's the heart, doing really great technology so that pastors can be pastors again. And they can do what we can't. We can't pastor their kids and students and congregations because only they know their community and only they know their people. And we're trying to give them more time to know their people. So having really great technology that you can trust and lean on and not have to worry about breaking down or not functioning properly is such a huge piece. And I think vital to helping pastors get to do what only they can do. And you're on the forefront of helping us supply them with really great things. So Michael, thank you so much for coming on today. I'm excited for everybody to get to try out what we're working on.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
So be on the lookout. We're really excited for APlay Pro and all of the awesome opportunities it's going to give you and your ministries to be able to partner with us and all the content that we're putting out. Next up, this month, we're uploading our new students' content, and we're really excited. We told you about a month or two back that we were reapproaching the way that we do students. As we've talked to a lot of you, a lot of different student pastors, a lot of different ministries, the thing that we kept hearing was, hey, is there a way for it to kind of grow into more of a buffet style? So what you're going to notice is that we've uploaded 3 for high school. We've uploaded 3 for middle school, different topics. So identity, purpose, choices. And so for the high school one, we call it verified. And we talk about how God gets to set and tell them their identity. And what does the Bible say? And we have some really great conversations and some videos from people who talk about how they dealt with this issue. And they open up the Bible and they tell us this is what it means to find our identity in Christ. And this is how he's shaping us at this age to make sure we lean into that. Same with middle school and high school. We've got some really great conversations. Some of them are just questions that you ask that are awesome. And then it takes them and guides them into having these conversations based off of this is my reality. So what we're hoping you guys do is that you don't just take these videos or take these conversations or these scripts, or don't just take all of the awesome graphics and packages that we're putting together for it and just play it as is, although you can. We're hoping you find this helpful to make this a part of the way that you customize it and curate it for your students and your conversations, and make this available to people that need to have these conversations at the age appropriate level that they are. So be on the lookout. Every month, we're going to be uploading new series for you to pick from and choose from. You can take the series as a whole. You can pick and choose from different lessons and sermons in the series to help just guide or be a base for what you're building for your youth ministry. And as always, tell us what's working and what's not. Everything we're building and everything we're doing is based off of feedback from you guys on what's helpful and what's not helpful. And one thing you're going to notice as we upload this is we're taking it a slightly different approach. This is why I'm really excited about APlay Pro. Is on the CDN, for those of you who are CDN users, there will be 1 month available at a time for download. But if you're using APlay or APlay Pro, you'll have access to a library of content. So you get access to the whole 3 months for high school, whole 3 months for middle school, and then 2 months each month, like 2 series each month moving forward. So again, it'll be just 1 month available for download, but the library will continue to grow and expand, and you'll have access to all of it via APlay and APlay Pro. Watch the space. It's going to keep getting better and better. And watch out, because John Rush is getting ready to launch his podcast coming up soon. And I'm very excited for some of the conversations that he's having with people. Very excited for the way that he's approaching and helping us get honed in on how we approach middle schoolers and high schoolers. And he's talking to some of you student pastors. He's talking to people who have been in student ministry for a very long time. Then he's talking to people who are students but live in an influential space, and what it means for them to, and what they want to hear and how they want to have these conversations approached. So whether you're a student pastor or a student or someone who has students, I actually think that his podcast is going to be really, really helpful. So Amazing Student Podcast coming soon. Be on the lookout for that. The next thing that we have coming up is one of my favorite things that we've been working on. And we announced it on our Facebook groups a couple months ago, but we have been working really hard to introduce some new, fresh things into our So-and-So show. And one of the things that we're doing, and in case you haven't heard, is we're putting Kellen in charge of the So-and-So show. Yeah, people cheer, explosions, kissing babies. It's awesome. But the number one question we've been getting asked is, wait, what about John and Brandon? Don't worry, they're not going anywhere. You'll still see them around. But as we're uploading this new month of content, it's going to be the first month where you see this transition happening. Now, the set will be the same, and John and Brandon and Kellen will all be there together, and it's going to be really good. And then in February content, so what uploads next month, you're going to see a new set. You're going to see some new conventions that Kellen's brought to it. And I'm excited as we have some more conversations in the upcoming weeks, and you'll see us talking with Kellen and John and Brandon. So we're really excited to hone in on what makes So-and-So so special. Is all of us love how entertaining and engaging it is, but it can still bring an element of God's word and God's truth in a relevant way to kids and preteens to watch it. And what Kellen does really well, and I think he's just really anointed in it, is Kellen walks the line of silly and stupid. I don't know how he does it so well, but he's so silly. And then 2 seconds later, he can be like, but let's talk about what it means to forgive people. And you're like, I should talk about what it means to forgive people. And kids follow him on that roller coaster really well. And John and Brandon have been really good at championing this and building this. And they've been excited to pass this off to Kellen. And as we have Kellen kind of take the front seat, and as he takes over the So-and-So show, you're going to see some of Kellen's like imagination come to life, and some of Kellen's conventions and the way we tell Bible stories and the way we get interrupted and some of the fun, engaging new ways. And I'm excited. So just keep watching. Like, I really, 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 really think that you're going to love what's coming. This is what we've always dreamed of doing with the So-and-So Show. This is the direction we always wanted it to go. And God's just been really good to put all the right pieces in place. So watch out, because we're going to be uploading some really awesome, like funny clips and sneak peeks on our social media, like Instagram and Facebook accounts coming up. So just keep a lookout and watch how the So-and-So Show continues to evolve and become something that stays relevant for you and your ministries. And if you're still around and you've stuck with me this whole way for our Announced by Amazing, first off, thank you. You get a medal. Proverbial. I don't have a physical one for you, but thanks for sticking around and listening to all this stuff. Now, you may have noticed, but on Fridays, we've been going live on Facebook and Instagram, or we've been doing like an Ask Me Anything. So be on our socials, engage with us, because we want to hear from you. And if you have questions that you want answered, we're trying to do that more consistently. But I'm so grateful that you would join us today and listen to all the amazing things that are going on. And before we cut out, I'm just going to pray for everyone here. So God, I thank you for all of our friends. I thank you for what you're doing in your kingdom, that every single person who's here, or not even here, but as we're all building your kingdom together, Holy Spirit, I ask that you would continue to pour out on them, that you would make your thoughts their thoughts, that you would bless their hands and the work that they put them to. God, I ask that everything that these people are doing as they refresh others and build your kingdom, that you would return to them tenfold, that you would refresh them. God, I pray that as we continue to do these things, as we pour into kids and we pour into students and we pour into families, God, would you be faithful to pour into us? And help us to be faithful to what you're doing in and around the world. Open our eyes to see what you're doing. God, we want to do amazing things. We want to do amazing things because you're amazing. So thank you for what you're doing in and around the world today. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.